Say what? Right now, Tokyo, Blac Chyna recently got into an argument with her mother. Now Toni out here is getting her back blasted out by her daughter's former lovers. Jill, you guys might want to settle in for this one. Tokyo Toni rushed to him to have herself a taste as soon as he dropped Tokyo, after reports that Tokyo had slept with the game at one time. Chyna was the game's side piece. Now, this is not the first time Tokyo has been charged of pursuing Chyna's former partners in an attempt to outdo her daughter. She was busted not too long ago for sending pornographic images and videos to one of Chyna's former lovers, despite her best efforts to explain otherwise, because she felt ashamed. But the evidence was there, it was genuinely filthy, and it didn't seem like she learned anything from it. Chyna took no time in giving her a piece of her mind this time around as she became obsessed with the game and knew full well that he had messed with her in the past. Okay, so the game first surfaced on an edition of the New Zeus program on TS Podcast a few days ago, which is when the whole drama between Tokyo and Chyna started, which Tia Kemp and Tokyo Carlissa co-host. You already know that these three ladies are quite untidy on their own. But when they co-host the chat show, it gets much worse, sends everything into overdrive and becomes really messy. Therefore, on the most recent episode of the show, the game was welcomed as a guest. However, Tokyo started acting up before the game could arrive and take a seat. Dee identified him as the man who had beaten her daughter. She expressed her eagerness to question him about his experience sleeping with Chyna and the reason he only hit it once.
This is a blessing. This black is about to come out to my daughter. I want to hear about it. Who? So he said.
Well, I tried to get him my daughter's place.
Ooh. Let's bring out the game. Bring your ass out here.
Come on, baby.
Bring
we have
out
a
the
very
game.
special guest today, y'all.
Bring out the
he ain't
game
nothing
with the
to
good
play
big.
with.
Love, I heard love.
Hear about a mama.
How you doing? Good.
Yeah, baby. They told us not to look in your eyes, but I see you got them shades on.
Big back,
Oh,
big
God.
big
Big
back.
back.
That back.
Slow me up, too.
Yeah, you doing that laterals.
You thicker off the internet, huh?
Huh?
Little tough.
Not no shake, no hand.
You said he had to crash.
Kiss your.
You kiss my
I ain't kissing no more.
standing up for no either.
I ain't asked you to.
Or a hug. But anyway, keep it moving.
How tall are you?
I'm about 6'5".
Ow.
You put a little weight on, huh, Tony?
No, I've been this way. All my motherfucking life.
Yeah.
Always been this sick.
I heard you talking about me.
Always.
I love staying on you.
It's unclear at this point if Tokyo was only attempting to make a joke, but a number of people were offended and began pulling her because people even went so far as to accuse her of embarrassing her kid because it was such an unneeded piece of information, and it seemed like she had just discovered a chance to do so. Moreover, when he and Chyna broke up, she attempted to fall asleep while playing the game since she wanted to see what Chyna was getting into. I'm not sure whether you guys noticed. However, as soon as the game entered, she referred to him as the game with the big, fat D, as if she had seen it previously because he had also beaten her or had been thinking about it. Tokyo hasn't stopped talking about how the game seemingly delivered her an image of his wood ever since he and Chyna broke up. He even began returning the favor at one point when he began flirting. He stated he would be willing to get up with her after the event, and guess what? Everyone, Tokyo showed interest in him too.
On this couch with you crazy. This is the best thing could have happened to me tonight.
I bet.
You
I'm
ready?
telling you.
All right, let me ask you a
Y'all got the
question.
right
You
one
ready?
tonight.
Can you explain this pic?
What pick?
I was sent a pic today, and it's supposed to be you.
It's supposed to be. You know that was me and my. What you playing for, lady?
Is it 6'5"?
You want to take 5 or something? I'll do it. I'll
6'2".
take one for the team.
Go ahead,
Is
let
that an
us see.
offer?
Knock that
Turn the
cowboy
other way,
hat
let
off
us
your
see.
head.
Let them see. Let them see.
Look at her. Over there looking like the Lady Gremlin. You got the right one.
The way she was extending her legs towards him. People were not there for this, and they hauled her away as if there was no tomorrow, and mentioning him and her daughter in the same sentence, all while flirting fiercely. Her mother wants to know how her daughter is doing. Another added, "It makes me cringe to see her so jealous of her own daughter." The fact that Tokyo has done something similar before makes the entire situation even more bizarre. She was humiliated not so long ago when Chyna's former lover, Hector, the smaller twin, revealed that she had sent him personal recordings of herself. He stated on his Instagram that he was not interested in hooking up with Tokyo, despite her giving him these videos. It's interesting how my ex's mother would give him recordings of herself playing with daughter while disparaging my character online. He responded to this by sharing a direct message that he got from Tokyo, telling my daughter that I have purchased a plane ticket and would be visiting Chyna's house to get the shit out of her since she was an unappreciative daughter and seldom shows her the respect she deserves. Even when Tokyo came in his DMS and trash-shocked her own kid, Hector attempted to calm her down. This is how she treats me after everything I done for her. I've had enough. Even when Tokyo came in his DMS and trash-shocked her own kid, Hector attempted to calm her down. This is how she treats me after everything I done for her. I've had enough. He said, "How are you doing? Tanya, I don't have any nasty feelings towards you. Your daughter doesn't either. She adores you and only has the best of intents and ambitions. Perhaps the reason you two don't communicate with each other is because you have unfavorable preconceptions about each other that are based on conflict or violence, but it's nothing like that queenly push for peace." Tokyo returned to demon time and resumed flirting with this man, but Hector tried to calm her down and make her sensible. She sent him a ton of intimate pictures of herself playing with herself and going totally nude. As if that wasn't awful enough, she then said in the mails, "For those of you wondering why Hector ever felt the need to reveal Tokyo, it was because Chyna was envious of her natural physique." And she remarked, "My natural body. This is why she mad." Tokyo would really seize the opportunity to speak during interviews, making it her mission to say the worst things possible about him throughout. She was attempting to convince him to go beyond her belief that he should just utilize Chyna as a source of fame and wealth.
He has 10. She's one of them. He says they're the Hectors and they're his wife. He puts this in his story. She's the first one on the lineup of his. He has his arm around her neck like some boy thug or something, but she's much more than that. And he stamped everybody's name on their chest. Hers was Renee. I said, "Oh, that's where the name fell off."
Not to toot my own horn, but I feel like I was best. You up?
I'm too much.
I'm not for the drama. I know. I'm not for the disrespect. Peace and love to everybody. And I hate that it comes to that, but it'll be like that. Thank you, babe. I appreciate it. I'm gonna tell y'all this one time. If y'all play with me, I will just clearly flip off. Yeah, that's nice.
Huh?
Yeah.
We're gonna marry you.
Alright, let me block some people. Block. I'm just gonna block y'all.
He did an excellent job of demonstrating to us how hypocritical Tokyo actually was and the fact that Chyna at the time took no action in response to any of this garbage and let Tokyo get away with things. But she isn't handling this gaming problem in the same manner now that she was questioned about it on Instagram Live by a fan, and she went off on Tokyo, saying that she would no longer put up with the disrespect and nonsense and that she would soon receive what Tokyo truly deserves. As usual, individuals had their own opinions regarding this. For example, one person stated, "I don't know why Angela keeps bringing up her past. Toni is profiting over it." However, I'm curious about your opinions on Tokyo's relationship with Chyna's ex-boyfriends and whether Tokyo is envious of Chyna.